Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Hans Kim, um, and I'm just having a good time right now playing a little Catan. Thought I'd tune you into the fun. Just did a little show at a little housing authority, a little suburban complex, and it was a fun time. Um, I'm having a blast. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm just chilling in the cut, having a good time. Um, Joe Rogan was recently, I was listening to his podcast with Greg Fitzsimmons, and he was talking about how he wrote and how the process it goes and goes. And it's a fun time. Uh, and just excited to hear about it. Glad that it's happening. Comedy, that is. Um, so if you don't know how to play, there's a little video. Oh my gosh. You're gonna steal from me. Everyone's stealing from me. It's like we're all pretty close. You can steal from Black too. Okay, didn't steal from me. Uh, community rules. This is how you play Catan.
Colonist.io, an online alternative to Settlers of Catan. The objective of the game is to reach 10 victory points before the other players. Points may be gained through building settlements, upgrading to cities, buying development cards, or achieving the longest road.
What's up? So, the way I write is I write 2,000 words every day into my computer, and then whenever something comes up in my head, I write that too. So, a little bit of both.
Or largest army. In order to build and achieve these things, you'll need some resources. At the start of the game, each player places two settlements and two roads. Settlements may be placed at the intersections of the tiles, like these highlighted spots, and they cannot be placed next to any other settlement. As you can see, there are different resource tiles and numbers on them. When the game starts, each player receives the resources that their second settlement was placed on as a starting hand. These can be wood, brick, sheep, wheat, or ore. During the game, each player begins their turn by rolling the dice. Regardless of who rolls the dice, if you have a city or settlement touching the tile with the matching number that was rolled, you collect resources from the bank. However, if a 7 is rolled, no one gets resources, since there's no tile with the number 7 on it. Instead, each player will check their hands to see if they have 7 or fewer resources in their hands. If they have 8 or more, they'll have to discard half of them back to the bank. The player who rolls a 7 will then need to move the robber to another tile, and is able to steal one random resource from one of the players with a settlement or city attached to that tile. That tile that has the robber won't produce any resources until the robber's moved again. If you are lucky enough to escape the robber and keep your resources, on your turn you may now choose to build roads, settlements, upgrade your settlements to cities, buy development cards, play a development card, or trade with other players, in any order you prefer. Colonist.io helps you remember each building cost, as they are shown while hovering over each of the options at the bottom of the screen. Roads help you expand to new places to build settlements and require one wood and one brick. These are placed on the edges of the tiles and must be connected to your own existing pieces. Settlements must be built away from other settlements and must be connected by your own roads. They require one wood, brick, sheep, and wheat. Cities will replace one of your existing settlements and are now worth 2 victory points, as well as producing 2 resources whenever its numbers are rolled. These can be built with 2 wheat and 3 ore. Development cards have a variety of surprises and uses.
Okay, anyways, now we're back to the Catan. We're having a good time. We're chilling. Hello, Hans. I'm here to tell a joke without care or worry about setting or who is listening. Dave. Here's the face cam. So, my name is Hans Kim. This is what my eyes look like. Hey, what's up? Um, I think that it's funny that in the suburbs, it's a food desert, so it's hard to survive there unless you have a car, and it's like Unless you have a car, it's not built really for human beings, which is weird because we are human beings, and instead we design our cities for the objects and stuff that are not us, which is an interesting move. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm having a good game. I kind of wish I could go here. I kind of wish I could go here. Then I could get a sheep, and I wouldn't have to pay for it with 2 wood. I really don't know what I'm gonna do now with my life. Oh no. Let's see if anyone wants to help me be a man. But even if I get this, it's not gonna help. What I could do is I could buy the most expensive development card ever. Um, or I could do something else. I could invest in the future. I could get 2 of these motherfuckers and hope that a 7 gets rolled and I don't get picked. That's what I'm gonna do. Hallelujah. I don't think there's many options. This is only 3 dots. This is probably gonna be picked. He has 7 cards already. I could go up here, I could go down here. There's really not much I can do. So I'm just gonna build a city and have a good time doing it. So I just did a show in a little homeowners association. That sucks because the 6 is so valuable. And the robbers on top of it. Oh, what are you gonna do? Well, such is life. The thing that sucks about Catan is that if you're losing, you're just losing for a while. And there's not really too much you can do about it. It's a very slow-paced game. Look, it's the clear water bottle. This guy's just building a bunch of roads. He only has 3 points. The best he could do is red could take away the 2 points that blue has with the longest road. Um, anyways, so I'm having a good time. Um, 7. Yes, please move the robber. He put it on the 3. I'm hoping that was not a stupid move. Um, because he's not doing very well, so it doesn't make sense. Oh, and then he moved it to blue, who is winning right now with 8 points in the longest road. Um, okay, that was a little abrupt. No one wants to trade with me. Now I can build a city as long as I don't get 7, which I shouldn't because I'm not winning. Got too many cards now. Too many cards, which is a good problem to have. Yep, but just living life, having a good time. What should I talk about? There's always something to talk about. Ever thought about fighting for money? No, because I don't want to fight for money. That seems hard and sweat inducing. I could build 2 roads. One, two, three, four, five, six. And the record is 5. But yeah, I think wood and brick are more valuable to me than wheat, so I'm just gonna get rid of this shit. Build a city, and then build 2 roads somewhere. Like that. I mean, I could build here. I'm gonna try to go for the LG, the longest road. I think I can do it. I think I can. I gotta believe in myself. But yeah, I mean, just playing Catan a lot. So I was like, hey, why don't I just turn this into something productive? And then I started recording it, and now it's sort of like work. So, this is me writing. I'm trying to come up with bits by stuttering into the camera and not really having a high quality thing that I'm doing. But Yeah, I mean, maybe I could have. Oh shit, blue's gonna connect that road. Hopefully black can fuck him up. But that's a long ass road. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 6. Damn, I could have cut him off. 1, 2. No, I can't cut him off. Um, it might not be feasible for me to get longest road, which would suck. Because I just built these 2 roads for nothing then. I could just build here. Might as well, right? I wish black would build 2 roads here. Keep him at 7. But he's buying a rock, which is not needed for a road. Um, damn, so many 7s. I might need to build settlement here. I'm getting so many 4s. Where's the brick port? Right here. Can't get it. Um, I can be a comedian and a game streamer. I think fighting is kind of a risky career move. I don't know if I would do it. Oh my God, he stole from me. Oh, Roshi Hans, if you continue to be belligerent, you are so delusional. This doesn't work. The game is distracting you from work. I mean, what is work? You have to be miserable to work. Is that the only way that you know what work is? And also, how would you know? I also question your authority to tell me what to do. I think that you want to tell someone what to do and boss them around, and then you find uh, someone where you can do that, whether it's needed or not. So I question your authority, and I besmirch your name, and I say that you are annoying. Why would Tony and Red Band say if they could see you right now? This guy's just trying to be that voice of puritanical, Judeo-Christian insecurity and um, like guilt, because that's what is inside of his head is like guilt and overwhelming shame of whatever. So, it's interesting that he's like that and sad that he is like that as well. Vicente Luque versus Bilal Muhammad prediction. I know Vicente Luque, Bilal Muhammad, I don't know that well. So I guess I'm going for Vicente Luque. Um, um, I mean, you say that you're helping me with tough love, but I think you just like to do tough love, whether it's useful or not. So I'm just gonna ignore you and anything that you do. Um, and I think that the fact that that's your first go-to is like your own sickness that you have to berate people, and I think that's sad. I feel bad for you. Oh, I could have gotten a rock. Um, what's the brand of your clear assuming prescription glasses? I have no idea. I think it's negative 1.25 to 1.25, negative 1.25 to negative 1.5. I'm not too clear. Um, like unlike my glasses, I don't know. I'm not clear. Um, what's funny is like we should all motivate ourselves to be better people every day. And the way that I do it is that I try to understand and be one with humanity and society, and that we should be more loving to people because people are like what we are, and we are beautiful, beautiful things in the world. Look at us. Look how beautiful we are. Beautiful. Um, what's the brand? Okay. The U.S. military, I respect. Oh shit. Okay. Oh yeah, I can do that. Let me take. Who put the robber on me? I was too distracted, getting yelled at by random people. Let's take from blue, obviously, and then let's build a settlement. Call it a day. Even if I connect this, is it even feasible to get 12 roads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can only tie, or I can beat him if I build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roads at once. Oh no. I don't know if I can do it. But yeah, I'm having a good time. Um they played that old Cadbury egg commercial again this year. No, the Catan is a job. Oh my God. This always happens to me. Why me? Why? Why, God? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Well, this gives me another chance to fuck with blue. I'll put it here. That's 6 dots for him. That's 6, 6, 4, 6. Okay, this is good enough. Obviously, blue. Please give me something useful. Um, let's get one of these. Let's build a road for no reason. I mean, what else am I gonna do? So I got 8. He's got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I really, really can't do much if he builds another road. Anyways, oh my gosh. No, he took my rock. I paid 2 wood for that. And he almost has the largest army, which is a thing. Oh no, he's gonna take from me again. Oh, he took from another person. Oh no, that was black taken from blue. Black and blue. Um, so Tony gave you a job because he was under fire and needed an Asian fall guy. Yeah, I admit that. I mean, for a token Asian guy, I've done pretty good for myself. I would challenge any token Asian guy to line up and see who's the better one, you know? Like, just because that's what I am doesn't mean it's a bad thing or that it can't be done well. But I'm having fun doing it. It's a blast. I'm gonna ask them to help me get longest road. I need 4 of these. Oh shit. This is that guy's the guy that's winning. 7 yourself, bitch. Um, yeah, I mean, he that's the reason why he booked me is because there was an Asian thing that happened and I was Asian, and then what happened because of that is that I became I showed them what I could do or what I do, and then they liked it or didn't like it, and mostly they liked it, and then I did a lot of things with it. So, just because that's how it happened doesn't mean it's a good thing or a bad thing. What the fuck? Why are they stealing from me? Or black, I guess. Blue is winning, right? And if he has a knight, we're all fucked. I mean, you could have blocked this rock. Just play your knight if you have it. Don't be a dick. Okay, well now I can't get longest road. Damn, that's a long ass road. So jealous of this guy. He has two. Oh my god, these people are retarded. They didn't block the guy with the most number of points. They blocked the guy with who were losing, slightly ahead of them. And then he got three rocks and was able to build a city. What am I gonna do? Red Band is great. He's very funny. I think he's very underrated. I think people don't understand how funny he is, and I love it. I love Red Band. Um, and I think it's great to be around. What is even the point? We're all gonna lose anyways. Life is meaningless. We are all but dust. Oh my God, that robber is so annoying. I should blame Red for this horrible nightmare. He has no idea how to play. He's just trying to build a nice little beautiful little image, and he's not trying to get 10 points and defeat others from and prevent them from getting 10 points. Oh my God, he has 11 cards. There's definitely some way he can manage to build something. Oh my gosh, what a bunch of morons. Two, three, four. Whoa, a lot of sixes, a lot of fives. Fives benefit black and orange. That's me. Sixes benefit me. Oh my God, these fucking idiots. How many times did they block me? They blocked me 7 times. And they took three from me. Maybe block. I don't want to say that. Maybe block the guy that's winning next time, you fucking moron. If you want a chance to win. And here we go. Another game of Catan is underway. We got a 12 spot right here. This is a road making spot. This is where you go to make all the roads. And here this is 11. Slightly less dots, but a diversity of dots. This is 9, 12 right here. Or 11. No, 12 right here. This is a very valuable spot. And in fact, I will choose it as my own. Huzzah! I choose the because this is 12, this is 12, this is 11. Yeah, dog. Let's go, bitches. I got the 6, 5 dot, and 4 dot, which is gonna be good for making cities. Yeah, baby, making cities. This is a game called Catan. Uh, Brian Redband's real name is Brian Reichel. Um, so the funny thing is that there's a lot of things going on. People nowadays are more narcissistic and less willing to look silly. They're all into primping and propping themselves up and being like, oh, look at me. I'm not a silly man. I'm a very serious fella. Do not try to question me. I know a lot of things at all the same time. And people in the 70s were just like, yeah, I'm just kind of a fuck up. I'm sort of a loser and whatever. I guess there's some like, meth heads and drunk skater boys, but I feel like the tech bros and the Texases, Texases, I gotta write that down. But they're just so full of themselves. It's nauseating. They're just like, I have to be the best person. They don't just have to be like a little part of a larger thing. They have to be the best, all around person. Tech bros and Texases, aka Texases. Brilliant. Bravo. Oh, look, he picked a shittier spot. It doesn't even matter looking at the board right now because it's going to be so different. What I need is brick and sheep. The brick and sheep are here. So I need this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to forego one or the other. I could forego the sheep right here. I could forego the sheep somewhere here. Or I could forego the brick right here. Brick right here. Forego the brick right here. Etc. etc. I have a new comedy show coming out. It's called Guns and Puns. Stay tuned for Guns and Puns. It's a Texas themed show where we use the threat of physical violence and the threat of intellectual mockery to really give the audience a hoot and hollering, scary time. Um, the system works. The only thing lacking is your loyalty. It's a little meme that I made. Like that's the kind of message that I get from motivational speakers. It's like, man, you just have to work hard, man. You don't even have to think. You don't even have to like make sure your work is going to a good place. You're thinking about the overall picture. You just have to put your head down and do your small little part really well because we have a system that rewards effort and uh, contribution and not one that doesn't. So why wouldn't you contribute? But yeah, I mean, what if the system is corrupt and it tricks you into working hard for no reason, or if it's just not a very good system and you don't want to waste your life contributing to it, and the only way that you should contribute, like you shouldn't, they're like, don't think about the way society is going, just um, do the best and contribute to it the most, even though it hasn't done the bare minimum to require or to engender that kind of uh, hope or motivation. It's like, just come on, give us your all, even though we provide you with no sort of meaning or purpose or vision for the future. Just contribute to our grand project, even though we don't know where it's going or what it's for. Like, if you want me to put my life's effort into something, you better know what it's for, at least, the very minimum. That'd be nice if we had like a general idea of what we were doing. With Catan, the points, the port, the position on the board, it isn't just about um, the number of dots. It's also geographically like where you want to go and what you want to do with it. You got that tree port. I was gonna get that. You get 5, 7 dots here, and then go up here. I could get the wood brick, the whatever port. I would love brick. I don't have any brick right now. The only way I can get brick is here, get the brick port, and make sheep out of brick, which I heard is a very difficult thing to do. Or I could do 8 dots here, 6 dots here, but with the brick port. So a rock port. I already have a rock port coming up. Do I really need another brick port? The good thing is that I would fuck this guy over. 5. This is a wood port. That would fuck this one up. I could build here 8 dots. I wish I had that wood port, but I could get this one. Um, so what I think I'm gonna do, I could get the brick port here and then build up. over here and try to get this or something. Then I get one more, 6, 8. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna forego the sheep. 7, 5, 8. I get 8 dots here, and I get sheep. Uh, 6 dots. I like that 8 dot and the 1 wheat. I like this. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to go towards, this is not a very valuable spot. This is a slightly more valuable spot, 5, 7 points. This is 5 points. I'm gonna go down here. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother man. I ain't got no bricks. I just need one more wheat and I can build a city. Oh shit. Someone ruled a 7. So here's a little query for you guys. Have you tried being mean to homeless people until they go away? Why is that a strategy? Like why don't we try doing that a little bit? Who wants wood? Come on, little piggies. I know you want to build a road. I know you need it, you little bitches. Sheep for wheat. Sure, doggy. And then I build 9, 12 dots right here as opposed to the 8 dot. Boom, I'm on the map. Accruing those points, bitches. Oh shit, not another 7. Anyways, OMG, it's Hans Kim, says Yonder Wizard. What's up, Yonder? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, brother. Brother man. Shit. He took my sheep. That's my sheep. That's my sheep, bitch. Why you taking my sheep, bitch? Oh, I need to stop getting so mad. I'm so mad all the time. I need to get rid of this fucking bitch ass robber. Thank you. You can steal anything you want as long as you move this motherfucker. Nice. He didn't even take me out. This game is job, typical millennial. Yeah, well, what's your job? You think jobs have to be what boomers tell you what a job is? That's so silly. You're like, oh, he's trying to have fun. Well, we all know life is supposed to be miserable. What are you trying to have fun for, you faggot? Why don't you try to be miserable like me? I love being miserable. I'm so good at it. And if we all lived in a world where we were miserable, I would win. Yeah, no one wants to do that, bro. No one wants to be miserable for a job. Sorry that I'm trying to have a better job than you. Uh, I hate Penny Mac. Depending on the situation, you never know when the homeless person is carrying a shank of some kind. Yeah, you don't want to get shanked by a homeless person, but the thing is, like, homeless people should be prevented from becoming homeless by having affordable housing and uh, a good life and a lot of good stuff. And there's ways to avoid creating homeless people. One of them is to not be such cunts to them. Um, and like if there was an animal that was out on the road, you'd be like, "Oh my God, a dog, let's take it in." And we should do the same thing for people. We should just give people homes and food because we love them. And yeah, then they'll be awesome, awesome people. And then the world would be a better place and it won't feel shitty. Um, so where does Gen X come into play in this world of boomers and millennials? Gen X is like the guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the long-faced Cameron guy. Gen X, affordable housing comes from not letting central banks run everything. Central banking, um, I mean, I think that might be a problem. I think a bigger problem might be corporate interest and wealth inequality and people who are rich just hoarding all the wealth and just this mentality of, keeping it all to themselves. And then we should, have a system where people try to do the most good for society and not just make the most money, because it turns out those two things are not always the same thing. Benny Mac came into this chat just telling me, reprimanding me, telling me what to do, and then he says he doesn't like it. Well, you know what? It's like you came in with the wrong attitude, buddy. Maybe you should lighten up, have a good time, relax, enjoy life a little bit instead of just being critical and angry. There's a lot more to life than judging everyone and everything for any reason at all. And yeah, I mean, Benny Mac is just a very interesting thing. Um, Give me a sheep. Two sheep for one brick. Sure. Okay. And now let's build yonder. Over yonder. Yonder wizard. Central Bank, aka the Federal Reserve. Very Gen X equals invisible generation. They're just sort of like, oh, hey guys, oh, okay, we'll go over here. We'll destroy this rainforest. You told us to? Okay, we'll do this. Okay, sorry guys. Oh, sorry. They're like Canadians. Gen X are like the Canadians of the generations. What advice would you give someone with bad sad? Cause doing a comedy is like the polar opposite of it. Sad is seasonal affective disorder or small Asian dick. If you have a small Asian dick, I would recommend that you dangle things from your cock and try to get it longer. If you have seasonal affective disorder, I would say, um, find a better season. Go to somewhere and find a better season of somewhere to be. Um, I think that, finding hobbies like humans, if you're controlled by the weather and the seasons, then there isn't enough meaning and purpose to your life. You should be able to find something deeper and more significant than the weather to make you feel better about yourself. And I believe in you. You can do it. Let's do it. Um, I need brick. I need brick, man. Does anyone have brick? I would really like some brick. I could get it on my own. But, what are you gonna do? I just need to ask you guys for some brick, man. 'Cause I'd really like some brick. Oh, you don't have it? Fuck you then, bitch. Fuck you, cock shitter. Um, they don't like the us early 90s culture was about condemning consumer culture. Uh, that's why Kurt is dead. Why are your eyes open? Oh snap, they are. Okay, stealing from May. Blue's got 4 points too. Yeah, I mean, 90s were a very shallow culture. Their music doesn't really live on, and that's sort of like where we're at. I mean, 2000s, what was it? Like fucking whatever, not that significant music. Like what's the deal with the 90s? It's all bullshit and stuff. Nice. It all worked out. Now all my spots are clear, and it will be for the next 2 turns at least. This is Colonist.io, a Catan remake. Dude, what the fuck? Why is my number not being rolled? Oh my god, another 7. This fucking bitch. What the fuck, man? This sucks. But, yeah, I mean, the thing is that we need to have a better culture, and we don't. And we need to not be like the 90s. We gotta avoid that, and we don't. Oh my god, they stole from me so many times. These jealous little cunts. Come on, 6. What the fuck? Fives, fours. So many of these bullshit numbers. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so bad. Um, if a wizard gave you one wish, what would it be? My one wish would be that everyone would be taken out of the profit motive and then motivated by something better and more awesome, called the love of humanity. And we could stop outsourcing our empathy and love to an invisible man in the sky and not giving any love to our fellow man and human beings. We're wasting all this love and energy to this random ass bearded dude, and maybe we should be using that love for something deeper and better. Better thing to love. But I know a lot of bands that you ever heard it, either they got big, got the ocean, got a million dollar. Oh my God. What the fuck, man? All these fucking fours and fives. It's all bullshit. Six. I love sixes. I need to be in another area. I can buy a development card like this, even though it's expensive. One rock for one sheep. No, thank you, because I'm helping out this guy who's my closest enemy. Hans, you have naturally skeptical eyebrows. Thanks, man. One of them is higher than the other. But yeah, I mean, my numbers haven't been really getting rolled a lot. And sometimes I look at the die distribution and it's not very even. So it's just interesting how life is out to get me. Come on, baby. Daddy needs a new pony. Sixes. Yeah, baby. I love sixes. I'd rather have another thing, but that's fine. Hopefully he doesn't have a Monopoly, because I'll get fucked if he has a Monopoly card. Come on, bitch. You done, bitch? Who? Ah, what is life even? I get two sheep, two sheepies, and then buy two Devi cards. And with this one, I don't even know what I can do. Why don't I just get a brick? Huh? Why don't you just get a fucking brick, dude, huh? Sixes again. Yeah, baby. We're rolling and trolling. Oh, that 10. It's so hurtful. Hey Hans, you know how to do taxes? Yeah, you just fill in the fucking sheet. In other countries, taxes are way easier to do. They make it difficult in America because you people let them, because you're fucking weak and you let them walk all over you. You have no control over your own government. They prey upon you, and yet you do the most hem-hawing about government control and bullshit. It's like, do something about it then. Jesus. All you do is have your stupid guns. It's not enough, man. You gotta do more than that. Um, Let me take from blue. What does everyone have too much of? I could get more Devi cards. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, baby. Fours and fives. So unfair, baby. Two sevens, 1 6, 1 4. Red is not a threat, apparently. Thankfully. Hallelujah. I can buy dev cards for market price. There's a lack of wood and lack of wheat. Hmm, what do I wanna do? Okay, what I want to do is I want to play my knight. No, wait. I want to buy dev cards. One, two. Oh my God. And then I'm gonna play a knight, obviously. And I'm gonna fuck over blue or black. I'll fuck over black because it's so easy. No, I don't want to fuck over black because he has two dev cards. I'll fuck over blue. Blue is what I call my love for you. And then I can't use another dev card, so whatevs. Red. I need to use my Monopoly card. This is what it does. Because sometimes I keep it and I never use it, and then I never use it, and then I never used it. Taxation is extortion. Well, so is company paying you less than what you deserve. You know, extortion, like you pay for the roads and the clean air and water and environmental protection. Just ask Dave Smith, LOL. Why do you love this game so much? Also, you people, your freedom of speech triggers me. I love this game so much because it's simple, it's easy, it's fun, it's just, I don't know. It's strategy, it's interesting, it's good pace. People have a good time playing it. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. Do I want to wait? No, I don't. Okay. I could ask for wood or I could ask for wait. Okay, buddy. You deserve what you agreed to be paid. You want to get paid more than negotiate that shit. And if you deserve to get taxed based on what country you're in, if you don't want to get taxed, move to a different country. Move to a country without taxes. Oh, wait, there is no country without taxes because that's the only way countries work. But yeah, I mean, you don't want to pay too many taxes, and that's where democracy and voting comes in, which I'm a huge fan of. Um, sheep and wheat. There's a lack of sheep and there's a lack of wheat. Should I ask for it or should I just move this motherfucker? I'm just gonna move this motherfucker over to black this time. Why not, eh? Blacking up. Um, I want to build a thing. Okay, 1 minute, please. Hello and welcome. My name is Hans Kim. I'm having a good time. So the thing is, like, I am just chilling and I kind of want to talk about something interesting. So if you have anything that you want to talk about, please let me know. Um, I, he's talking to a babe. You can tell by how excited he looks. Damn, I look excited. Then become irreplaceable or start your own biz, Andrew. Well, not everyone can just start their own business. We can't just have a society where everyone has a business. What we need to do is protect the people when they're coming up with their business and they're working low minimum wage jobs and provide them with basic food and shelter and human requirements so that they can start their business and not so they can worry about their basic human animal needs. Uh, Around this mob analogy, I'm out, lol. So the thing is that I think that the basic concepts of uh, capitalism are built around shady foundations of having to defend slavery and genocide of Native Americans, and so they're just giving an economic, scientific reason for why they were like it's okay to murder Indians and enslave black people and go to India and rape their country for resources and ignore them while they starve to death. It's okay to do these things. And that's what the whole thing was built upon. That's the beginnings of it, and it was just there's just so much gunk and shit in there that's just designed to okay tragedies and atrocities. Um, and I think like a more nuanced, interesting version of the idea of humanity should be put forward. And I think that we could really use a better system. And I know just the guy to do it. His name is Mao Zedong. Everyone come with me to meet Mao Zedong, the greatest hero in the land. He's got lots of food and cans. Um, yeah, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of questions on who we should be worshiping and why and what for and all that. But I just think tell us what your favorite type of art or artistic movement is. Probably this artistic movement. Wow, I don't think I've looked more autistic. Africans enslaved their own people and sold them to us. Yeah, but what you did was even worse than Africans selling Africans to white people. South America got like 50 times more slaves than North America. Okay, yeah, and then and who did that? The Spanish. Um, I mean, it's like kind of weird. It's kind of, well, you guys say it's weird to do these things. Like, you want to go back to the past? Do you know anything about phrenology and the slave trade? The people that were doing the slave trade said it was okay to do this thing. That's what the fucking uh, that's what the fucking South capitalism is based on. Uh, how much do you get paid opening for Joe Daddy? A lot of money. Show me my signature on the social contract. Who says it? You being born. This life is a gift, and you're just like, I don't want to contribute. All I want to do is take from this world and have a pleasurable experience. Do something with your experience. Give back. Um, yeah, and then this argument that, oh, it's not bad what we did. Look what they did. They did something bad too. What you did was way worse. It was way worse to have chattel slavery and use people like objects and breed them and fucking, do horrible things to them. It's not a nice thing that you guys did. And it's interesting that you don't want to admit it so much. It's just, look at other people. All these evils were around before capitalism existed. Yeah, but you guys did it the most and the best and with the least remorse and guilt about it. And within the entire Earth had slaves for like hundreds of thousands of years. Yeah, and it continued through capitalism. So if we want to stop it now, we got to stop it through capitalism. That's the skin that it's wearing right now. Um, Tell us about the slave trade, since you know. Yeah, I learn from history. I go to school. I listen, not like you fucking D average students. The fuck do you know? You're just trying to fucking emotionally feel good. You don't go to school to learn. You go to school to fucking feel good about yourself. You don't know anything about learning and the discipline required because you're dumb hillbillies. Wealth of nations, slavery is inefficient through the lens of capitalism. Yeah, having free labor is inefficient. That's why we pay cows, because it's so efficient to not have free labor. And I didn't do that, by the way. Yeah, but you benefit from it. Slavery was what this country was founded on, and without the proper um, attitude towards it, you're gonna do versions of it, and that's why our minimum wage is so low because we're so used to slavery. It's like imagine if you went to Nazis and been like, "Remember the Holocaust? I didn't do it. Who cares? It's not. It was such a long time ago." That's not an attitude of a healthy culture towards the atrocities they committed. Fucking, that's so crazy. Um, Slavery stopped through capitalism. You think slavery, we don't have slavery anymore? You don't think we have just a slightly better version of it that's applied to more people? Um, I think that we tried to get as close to slavery as possible without revolutions happening, and we pay people as little as possible, and we have worse wealth inequality now than we did in the French Revolution. And you know who stopped slavery? Not the people that were proponents of capitalism, the people that were humanitarians and emotional liberal bleeding hearts stopped slavery. The people that wanted it to stop, like Abraham Lincoln. But yeah, I mean, good job on stopping slavery. You stopped doing something evil. Pat yourself on the back for that. Real good job that was. But yeah, I mean, that was the beginning of capitalism, and I just think that it's just too much justifying of horrible shit, and that's what it is for. Like the immigrant stuff, and they're like, immigrants are so horrible. We need to keep them out. And then we use like, um, you know, um, I don't really know what arguments they use for immigrants. I need brick and I need rock. Both of them are provided here for me on this beautiful spot, close to me. 7. This is 9. If cows could provide value outside their current use, then it would be inefficient. Cows could provide value outside their current use. It would be inefficient to pay them. Well, yeah, we provide a lot of value outside of our work, and so we should be subsidized by the government to further our artistic endeavors, because that's how you get, you know, cool shit. I think I want to go here. I think I'll go here, up here, or something. I'll go here, and I'll go here. Oh shit, I should have left that open. It's too long. This is too dicey. This is safer. 6, 5, 1, 2. And go this way. Let's just, okay, I'm gonna go this way. Okay. Slavery is what all human civilizations were founded on. Yes, but you guys did one of the worst versions of slavery called chattel slavery and treated them horribly. And you never really fully recovered from that after the Civil War. You were stubborn and insubordinate, and you were like, "Who cares? We didn't." And then that's what your culture is based on, is justifying slavery in the South. Like, look at how many like rebel flags and shit are around. Like all cultures did slavery, but no one defended it and was like, it's fine. We don't have to recover. We don't have to fix it. We just have to ignore it. Look, all these other people did it. What? Who are you talking to? LOL, that wasn't a straw man. How's it all done it? If you pick your nose and eat it. Usually the way things work is you pay for something, then receive it. Yeah, and who controls all the money? Who has all the capital and all the products and the stuff in the world? Is the people that you probably are white dudes, and then you're like, oh yeah, we just have to let money rule. Money will be the decider of everything. So it's the people who has all the money. Free trade, capitalism, any centralized government system. Well, that's what they said about feudalism. Feudalism was the best system until capitalism came around, and people who are all feudalists didn't want capitalism to come around, and that's what you guys are defending an old system that doesn't work and is destroying our planet. You should start a comedian union, demand your rights. That'd be great. I don't know if it would make sense in this context. You did. You guys did. Who did? You are part of something larger than yourself. You are not just an individual, but also a lot of other people have contributed to where you are now, and you are part of that larger thing. And you should get used to that feeling because that's a good feeling instead of just thinking about yourself the whole time. European lifestyle was also more global than any other type of slavery. I'm not American, and all versions of slavery were bad. Yes, and your version of slavery was bad that you're defending right now. The one that is most impactful to our culture and society through American culture is American slavery. And to be like, oh, other cultures did it worse, and to be like, no, capitalism isn't based on slavery and genocide, when that was like what we did as a country to become an economic superpower and to have the land and resources. Um, it's uh, it's relevant and it's a part of our culture, and we should work to excise it and make sure that we have a beautiful, beautiful culture that is free of gunk and selfishness. What is it called? Korea has 1,500 years of brutal slavery. I don't know if you could call Korean history slavery. Um, I mean, you could say America is slavery, wage slavery. Why is it called the rebel flag? Hans, bro, you living in your van in Austin is a better life than 80% of the world. Yeah, you know why it's shitty? It's because you made it shitty. You invaded every country and staged coups in Guatemala and Iran. And then you're like, look, we're the best country. Yeah, because you didn't let any other country be awesome because you were insecure. I don't hold responsibility for slave owners. None of us do. Yes, you do. You hold responsibility for the country you're in. If you enjoy the benefits of the country you're in, you also have to deal with the responsibilities of living in that country. It's not just positive. If you want to be a part of the country you're in, which you are, you should also take responsibility for the negative parts of it, which includes slavery. And since you take the benefits of living in this country, you should also take the responsibilities. Hans, do you ever have political discussion with Tony and the gang? No, because they disagree with me. I just stay silent and let them talk, because I don't think anything I would have to say would be helpful. Be sure to bring this up with Joe Rogan at the next dinner. Yeah, this is what I think, and I don't think Joe would like it if I changed what I think to match what he thinks. So I'm gonna be an honorable, respectful man and hold on to my beliefs. You're slavery, as if anyone alive today is responsible for it. We're not, and it's a really stupid thing to say. Well, I don't keep saying you're slavery. You keep bringing it up and being like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And like I said, if you want to take the benefits of this country, you also have to take the negative sides of it. And part of the negative side is slavery, and our culture and our society is just used to slavery. We're used to treating people like shit. We're used to people being less than and nothing, and that's a big part of our country. And yeah, I mean, I'm ready to hold that responsibility as an American, and you should too. It's not that hard. You just be like, yeah, we did slavery. It's horrible. We can be bad people. No, other people are bad too. Other people are horrible. New tech causes rampant class stratification. Who decides what happens to the people that get left behind? Uh, The core idea of capitalism is a mutual benefit for all parties involved. Linking our modern day capitalism doesn't really make sense. Linking our modern day capitalism with what? Doesn't make sense. The core idea of capitalism is not mutual benefit for all parties involved. It's people with capital getting everything and people who don't have capital, the workers, the 80%, 90% of the population getting nothing. That is what capitalism means. It's named after the people who own capital. It's not going to be a very uh, it's not going to be a very equal society when your shit is named for the richest people who have the most power. Um, I do live in this country and I take responsibility for slavery and I feel bad about it. I just have to feel bad. You don't have to like fucking do anything besides feel bad and let that be your guiding light to what you should do. Like people don't want to feel bad. They'll do anything to avoid feeling bad because they know if they start, then it's like a long road of a lot of bad feelings that will happen. But I mean, it's not all you should do. It's part of what you should do, but people don't even want to do that. They don't even want to feel bad. They're like, I refuse. I will feel awesome all the time. I refuse to feel bad even for a minute. Uh, I'm trolling a bit, but I do hate your beliefs. Yeah, I know. It's not easy. I'm not taking responsibility for any of the American government. Yeah, well, what do you hold responsibility for? Everything. What do you mean? In arguments, I'm like, yeah, from America. We had slaves. Our culture is built on toxicity. What do you hold responsibility for? Okay, what does holding responsibility mean? Feeling bad. Feel bad, dude. You need to feel bad. If you don't feel bad, nothing else is going to change. It's the start of change, is you feeling bad. You have to feel bad. I know it's like your worst thing. You don't want to ever feel bad, but you're going to have to feel bad. It's a part of growth. And just because the thing larger than you is bad doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Imagine simping for capitalism in a YouTube comment. I mean, YouTube is a very capitalist organization. Once an organization has capital, it's easier to accrue more capital and then more capital, and then the end result of capitalism is crony capitalism. It's a monopoly. There's no such thing as, uh, there's no difference between crony capitalism and capitalism. It's the same thing. That's the end result of capitalism. There's no other way this plays out. If you start getting rich, you get richer and richer until the government gets involved and busts up monopolies, which is what we do in this country with very little backlash to it because that's fine. You know, that's not communism. That's the government doing things, but people hate that. People love that. Holding responsibility means all that there have been historical injustices and using the thoughts, words, and actions to counteract those injustices. I feel like you can acknowledge slavery was a bad thing, but you don't have to live in shame. Our country's history of slavery doesn't define anyone today, nor should it be something anyone carries. I mean, there is historical baggage, you know, like as long as black people are living in the ghetto and poverty, like you should be ashamed of that. You should feel bad about that. That's a horrible black mark on our country. It's not good at all. Um, yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going on with stuff. Um, I don't know what to do. I want to build a goddamn city. Okay. Hans is literally building consciousness among all you people right now. Acting on his responsibility. Yeah, you know, I'm tanking this fucking stream, making it boring as fuck, talking about slavery. You know, that's what I'm doing. I'm being boring for the cause. I mean, I make good money and live a good life. I don't want to feel bad, Lamau. Well, if you have a good money and good life, you can feel bad. You can afford to feel bad more than anyone. Or are we acting like acquiring capital is some impossible task? Because the people who have capital make sure that you can't get capital. Like people who are already ahead, they don't want you to get ahead, so oh, you fuck. So they prevent you from getting ahead. I mean, it'd be nice if they didn't. If we lived in a world where everything was beautiful and people just let you do the best, but unfortunately, that's not the world we live in, and people will fuck with you. Oh, yeah, holding members, non-white people benefit from ending racism and capitalism. Yeah, in the long run, we'll all benefit from the end of inequality because, nobody likes walking to their car feeling like someone's gonna mug them. And if black people are not in poverty, they will stop doing that shit. But Mexican people did too, and white people did too. According to how the government gets involved and manipulates. The government, who controls the government that's getting involved in manipulating? Is it corporations? So you mean corporations, when they get more power and more capital, they are able to influence the government and they have no reason not to. They're actually incentivized by their shareholders to influence the government to get more money. And if you don't, then you're a bad company and you'll get fired. You're a bad CEO. So there's no way this ends in capitalism besides crony capitalism because it is their job and their duty to, influence the government if they can, and if they don't, then they're not doing their job. 7, 9, 9, 12. I feel bad for them, but I don't feel bad for them. Your government is your trust daddy government. Your problem is you trust daddy government. Yeah, I mean, I trust the concept of government, which is rule by the people, because I trust people. I think people are beautiful, and that's all we have. If we don't trust people, is we might as well not do it, because everyone's a person. Eventually, you're gonna have to trust people. You might trust a few small group of people. You might trust, different versions of people, but at the end of the day, it's just people. So why not, why don't we just make people awesome? And we make people awesome by not letting them grow up in poverty and be sad and poor and shit. Um, and the government should be controlled by the people. It's not the best way to do things. Sometimes the people make stupid decisions, like, they protest the wrong thing or whatever, but, at least that's the people, at least overall, I think it's a more successful thing to do than just letting a small group of people control it for their own interests. But if you love your life with that mentality that everyone is against you, you're right. You will not grow or become successful. But it's changing your mindset and telling yourself that you aren't a statistic. Well, I don't think that just being part of something larger than yourself has to mean that you're telling yourself that you're part of a statistic. I think being a part of something larger than yourself is has some sad parts to it, but also some awesome parts to it that a lot of Americans are afraid of because I mean, I think I'm Asian, so I'm more open to feeling like being a part of something larger than myself is a good thing. When there's bad parts of it that I think Asians should watch out for. Um, but yeah, I mean, so if you take the money away, away, there is no urge for power in the power structure. Seriously? I mean, there's always an urge for power, but I think that capitalism accentuates and exaggerates it, and we're like, look at how crazy people are with power. Yeah, because you live in a system where power is chosen and emphasized. Um, UBI, step one, point out a problem with human society. Step two, blame capitalism. Well, we live in a capitalist society, so any problems that exist are probably stemming from capitalism. If we lived in another society, I'd criticize that too. I think that capitalists have a very hard time taking criticism. They want to act like everything's perfect, but we all know it's not. You got everything you wanted. This is your system at work. During the 80s and 90s, Reagan did whatever the fuck he wanted, and look what we got in sync and bullshit music. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think like just pointing out that the world is shitty doesn't mean I feel bad or shitty or like the world is shitty, yeah. Um and I'm fine with that. It doesn't mean I have to feel bad all the time or I feel bad sometimes when I think about it, but There's a lot of individual experiences that save me from just feeling bad all the time. Um, I think that I think that um, you're American, get over it. Being larger than yourself is a fantasy. It's the problem with everyone, not Gen X. I think the problem is that we don't think we're larger, that we aren't a part of something larger than ourselves. Because if we were, we'd be more aware of shit and be, you know, more with it. But I think like we're all fat narcissists and we're only thinking about ourselves. And I think that's the problem with Gen X. Not that we are more in tune with our higher consciousness. That would be awesome if it was. There's a corrupt deal in government. You don't you don't blame the con artist. You blame the central authority that you need to trust. If your dad cheats with a random woman, you don't blame the random woman. You blame your dad. Same concept. But who controls your dad? Who controls the central government? The corporations who have all the money and buy lobbyists and pay politicians. They control the government. So what other system, um, who else is controlling the government if it's not corporations and the rich? Like I think that, I think that if you want to, fix your shit, you should, get rid of the money in it because like once companies start getting more money, then they want to get more money, and so they influence the government. If they have the money, they're the ones influencing the government. So anything that's wrong with a capitalist government is probably the rich CEOs and companies behind that capitalist government, not the idea of government and not the idea of voting and not the idea of people controlling the government. I'd like to hear your ideal world because your ideas just don't sound like they work in a world with human nature. Humans are flawed and bad, but we all make mistakes. How would your society? I think that you're just used to this world, so you can't really imagine anything else, and you're like anything else is just like um a foreign concept, and it's like, oh, it's 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 an ideal utopia. It wouldn't work because I haven't seen it before. And I don't think you're trying that hard to imagine my ideal world or any ideal world. I think you're just trying to get good at whatever this world is. Are you going to pick your nose and eat it for money, or yes or no? Like many people, you blame capitalism when you should really be blaming government interference with capitalism. But who controls the government? Who controls the government with all their money? Who is in charge of the government? Who's paying those people hundreds of thousands of dollars for speeches after they retire? It's not the people, it's random ass companies. So maybe if I want to fix the problem, I shouldn't just blame the concept of government, but I should fix the people who are paying that government and are controlling that government through money. I mean, what do you want to blame capitalism for? Surely there's something capitalism could improve upon. Like you want to just let it go of anything. There's nothing you want to blame capitalism for. Like it's not, there's nothing to fix about it. You just want to be like it's you know, it's perfect. We just got to keep going. We know it's not perfect because it feels horrible. Planet's dying, people are in wealth inequality. There's like people in the ghetto, and the cops are predatory and beat people. But the good thing about nowadays is that I can just pretend I'm like black back the blue, and they'll be like, they won't hit me as hard because they're like, oh, he supports us. So there's like they do love some people in a different way, which is nice. Countries can act as governments of their own when they grow large enough. They will keep him in check, if not the government. Um, yeah, let's get rid of government and just let the corporations rule. What do they need to be in check of? How you address capital allocations in government. I think American culture will always make governments bad at handling our taxes. How do you address a capital allocation in government? I think that the best way to address capital allocation in government is with a handy little trick I like to call pooping. Capital allocation, nationalize it, vote on it, let the people decide, et cetera, et cetera. Free world, big government, pick one. I think you have more freedom in Scandinavian countries and countries with public transit and healthcare than a world where corporations and people with the most money rule. You're trying to blame the pretty woman for corrupting your dad. You should be blaming the dad figure slash government. How is the government the woman in this example? I think that my dad, if he's a corporation, is hungry for power and wants more power, and then he uses the government to get what he wants. I am not going with you on this uh, analogy. So the government is thinking with a hard pekka, what's stopping a multinational company from being authoritarian? Humans bad, capital good. Yeah, I mean, do you love people or do you love money? Which one do you think should have a future in our society? Do you think we should be a society ruled by money? Just money running around, wild packs of money. I'm open to the idea of new concepts. I just want to hear your opinion on how the world works. It just seems like you're pointing out flaws and just saying rally against the issues. Well, I think nationalizing things helps. Um, I think that like some things should be nationalized, like healthcare, like the police department. Um, brick and sheep, brick and sheep. And I'm gonna get brick. Now I just got more brick. Well, now I just need more brick. I mean, the ideal world I would say is sort of like Japan or Scandinavia, just somewhere where the government just does its job and people are allowed to be whatever they are. Just you're putting, the pretty woman does not control the cheating father. I like capitalism, but I think it might be extremely beneficial if society replaced welfare with a UBI that never scales back as people make more money on come on their own. It only costs only 1.5 times. Says it Yang. Yeah, I think people should be provided like a little basic little thing so that we don't have to starve to death and shit. And then once people have that security, they can take a deep breath and decide what they want to do with their life and stop acting like rabid animals. Stop placing blame from the government employee who are cheating the people to the wolves in the world trying to cheat from everyone. I mean, someone's cheating people. Is it the person who got into the government job where they get paid like 50K and have like a pension and a healthcare system? Or is it the cheating people who are predatory and selfish? Is it the Wall Street brokers and the people who own businesses who only care about money? Who do you think is a worse problem if you're trying to get rid of selfishness and cheating in the world, which is the problem right now is that people are accruing and greedy. Oh God. I did so bad. How did this guy do so good? Jesus. Is it a dice thing? Did he have a lot of eights? Or a lot of sixes and fives? See, five and nine should be rolled the same time. It was rolled once. This was rolled 7 times. So whoever got nine got really fucked. I had nine. It only got rolled once. Dude, imagine if I got rolled that many times. But maybe it's random. Maybe it's the distribution. Tens and elevens, threes and twos did really well. Tens, elevens, threes, and twos. All these twos did well. Twos got more than nines. You got a lot of 8, 4, 6, 5, 11. You had an 11 right there. And another one. Oh God. Am I ever gonna win? Uh, if government is cheating us, they are the ones who need to be replaced. Well, if we get a new government, is the corporation not gonna bribe this one? They're just gonna be like, you're fine. You ain't gonna take my capital though. Good luck. Well, what if it's for the benefit of the Earth? You're just gonna selfishly hold on to that, even though it's hurting the planet. Yeah, skip that question. I'm done. You would skip that. Okay, that analogy again. I don't want to read that analogy. He loves government so much he ignores its evil actions. Well, you love corporations so much. Who controls the government? Every time the government does something bad, it's at the behest of a corporation. Politics, religion, same boring, ridiculous conversations. Cliche. Yes, Hans, what about situations with limited resources? Capital allocation by democracies will just deprive minorities. Nothing's perfect. Well, we already have a system that deprives minorities. So if you are looking for a system that doesn't deprive minority, how about don't settle for the system that gives rich people all their money and is named after people who own capital and have all the most money? Hans, what about limited resources? The bigger the government, the bigger the vector for corruption. How about corporations? The bigger the corporation, the bigger the vector for corruption. Maybe. 9, 10, 11. I like this spot. 5, 10, 11. This spot's more diverse. Um, I think this spot will be gone. Be gone. 10, 11, 12. This is actually 12. I like that spot a lot. The safest bet is to point it away from everything, but if you want to go for the riskier maneuver, then this is a good thing to do. Um, do I really want this brick port? Or do I want this 3-to-1 port? That's safer. Let's go for the safe bet. If you're not the first, you're last. Plus, you'd have to collect it from people. Okay, I'll give you a thumbs up anyways. Thumbs up, everyone. Thanks, Kevin Bergman. I appreciate it. Yang actually had a unique take on corporate interference in politics. It may or may not be a good idea, but he wanted to attach a dollar value to a vote that would drown out corporate money by volume. Yeah, maybe. That sounds interesting. It sounds fanciful, and you know, it seems like a lot of work to. It seems like first we have to have that desire to not have corporations rule anything, and then that'll work. But like once we get that, yeah, I'm sure. But the bigger issue is like, do you really want to do it? And then if that happens, I don't think there'll be a need for that, for these little tricks. If we get the men to dream of the ocean, then we don't need to, worry about how many nails to buy. I'm not saying government won't be corrupted. I'm not saying it should be small so that it does not get corrupted. It doesn't enslave humanity. How about because you do as one of the top young rising comedians of the world, please. People really don't want to hear me talk politics anymore. It's about the cones and the bones. How's if your was better and people would actually do art? How would the comedy scene be different? If we all had food and shelter, then the comedy scene would be beautiful. It'd be thriving. There'd be people just out there just farting about, just having a good old time, just relaxed. Oh, everyone's relaxed. Finally, we can relax, and then we could just talk like, hey, look, it's this guy. Whoa, look at this guy doing whatever he does. Government equals to govern, but the corporations govern through money. As the government becomes less powerful, something will fill the vacuum. Yeah, money. Take away government. What is left for corps to control exactly? People, labor, property. So one of the cool things that I get to do as one of the top young rising comedians in the world is I get to meet some of the most famous people, some of the most accomplished, great comedians of our time. Shane Gillis, Greg Fitzsimmons, Tom Segura, Ron White. I've shared a green room with each one of these people. I've shared the same air. I could have given them COVID if I could, if I had it. And I didn't, but I could have. And that kind of intimacy, that's how you show your loyal, your trust of someone. Is if you're even willing to get COVID from them. Mark Normand and all that. So that's pretty cool. Mark Normand is exactly like how he is on stage. He's always riffing, he's funny. He listens to everyone, even me. He even listens to me. Shane Gillis is so nice. He's like an older brother. He's like, ah, come on, Hans, you fucking idiot. But yeah, I mean, he's nice, even though he called me a faggot. No, just kidding. He didn't call me a faggot. No, I didn't kiss any of them. Female comedians such as, and, um, I haven't met many female comedians. I met Bonnie McFarland. She was shooting 20 somethings and she was in the green room at the creek. So what do you guys think about Tech Bros and Texases, aka Texases? Um, I'm using my girlfriend as motivation to get things done. So I need sheep and I need rock. Unfortunately, they're only together right here, which isn't a very valuable spot. This might be a doable thing if I just want to forego rock completely. I can't build on this 6, which is unfortunate because then I could have gotten this. Oh, it's kind of far away. I could get this sheep port, get wood. I wouldn't have sheep though. So what's the point of a sheep port when you don't have sheep? Bah. What's funny? Did she touch your camera through the fence while you were feathering it? No, she seems like he would shove me in a locker if we were in high school. Yeah, I know. He seems like that, and then he's like that, and then he's like sort of not. So that's cool. I think the allergies here are getting to me. In Texas, the allergies here are really bad, and I think it's because they don't know how to plant trees correctly. Because they planted trees like they build their highways. I think the same person was in charge. Because ever since I saw this fucking Vox or Vice, whatever bullshit about how trees were planted as all male trees, because like the female trees were like really fruity and smelled bad, so there was all male, and then the male trees were like, wait a minute, there's no bitches here, and they just started pumping out pollen, and we had more pollen than is natural, and we just don't know how to control our environment correctly because we murdered the Native Americans and that part of us that cares about that kind of shit. What am I gonna do? I can't get sheep except in these shitty little locations, man. I really wish I had a better location to get sheep at. I could get this and I'll get rock there. That might be nice. That's the only place I can get rock except for here. That's only 5 dots. This is 10 dots. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Who do I want to take from? I want to take. I can put it here and fuck over a lot of people with rock. Or I can put it here and fuck. I don't really need their fucking brick. 10. This is 12. So I'm gonna take this guy. And I'm gonna take from red. I got a brick. Brick a bricky. 8 dots here. 5 dots here. I'm gonna go for this one, dog. I just got to. A wood brick, and I don't have a sheep. Maybe I should have put it on the 6. It's only 10 dots. This will get rid of 12 dots for me. Um, this is definitely not the Yvonne impression. Yo, guys, I'm Theo Von here. Yo, dog, it was so big, man. I can't believe how big it was, dude. You wouldn't even believe it. It was that big, man. I'm not even joking. And then he talked to Hans, which do you like more, Law or Austin? Austin all the way, bitches. I don't want to build my career on my how good I am at serving the existing power structure. I don't want to be like, oh, look, I'm very good at respecting the things that already exist. I want to be good at fucking making my art and only concentrating on that instead of just, changing who I am to be beneficial to the fucking bullshit. For the bullshit. So, I don't like the entrenched power structure there. I like that here it's new and fresh and beautiful. Um, I like that here it's freedom. We get freedom to make our own shit instead of just going up to someone and sucking their dick. There's very little dick sucking here. I mean, I'd probably do the most dick sucking in Austin, and I'm not even good at it. So if they think that I'm a good dick sucker here, you can see that that's not a thing that they reward. Dick sucking is not a very highly rewarded thing in Austin culture. And that's what's beautiful about to be not a dick sucker, 'cause I don't suck dick like in LA. I'm free and I do whatever the fuck I want, 'cause I live in Austin and I'm a good person and I'm fucking awesome because I don't need other people's approval to feel good about myself. Um, how dare you defame Theo? San Antonio, I'll make you breakfast tacos every day. Yo, Holmes, come to San Antonio, Holmes. I'll make you breakfast tacos every day. I hope someone recorded that so Hans's Theo Valen impression can live on forever. I'm sure you've been asked this before, but do you do most of your writing on or off stage? If you do both, do you enjoy doing one over the other? I do my joke writing on stage, and then I also do my joke writing off stage in an on stage, off stage combination. It's a 1-2 punch that I like to call the Hans method, and it implies that I'm doing both. Well, the thing is, like, there's only so much time I'm on stage. So if I'm not on stage, then then um then I'm writing or whatever. I did not mean to do that. Oopsies. Well, hopefully a 7 gets rolled. Then I can put this thing to use. Oh yeah, baby. Is this just in YouTube or Twitch also? This is just on YouTube. I wish I could do both, but it's all fucky when I try to do both. I'm just gonna do this. Do you think Son Heung-min has a chance has to leave Tottenham to reach his football whatever? His football Hung Son Min. I think Hung Son Min can do whatever the fuck he wants. That's what I think. I'm a firm believer of that. Um, okay. I got another fucking wood. What am I gonna do with that? I need a wheat too. Oh my god, this is taking too much work. I already have 6 points. I'll just build one of these motherfuckers. Okay, he only writes jokes when he has a private jet show. I mean, look at me. Do you think I don't write jokes? I look like a writer. I need to write. I think it's good to do both. I mean, some people don't like writing off stage, but then I hope that they're writing in their heads or like thinking of things constantly because if you have that ability to think of things before a show, you have this much time to think of things and the show's this long, then you're gonna have a lot more jokes because you're thinking of jokes this whole time. So I would love to use this whole joke writing time to write jokes instead of just this little time. Because there's always going to be more time to uh, be off stage than on stage. So if you can write jokes off stage, then it's better because you can write more jokes. Free Texas has a common culture back in the 80s with artists like Bill Hicks, that outlined. Playing a game called FIFA. Hans, you should host a podcast where a bunch of comedians play D&D. Do you think some bikes? Is this just in YouTube? Okay, well, here's the thing is I uh I think it's funny that a lot of people don't try to fuck with me too much. So I only have 2 points. Oh my god, this sucks. I love Ralphie May. That's the good thing about comedy is that even if you die, it lives on through recorded work, so it doesn't ever feel like you're dead because you can always watch them and get the same essence of their life. Their life is captured, their unique fingerprint of whoever they were is recorded. It's interesting because I'm not getting anything else but wood and brick, and I would love some goddamn wheat because I have so much of it. And I'm not getting a sausage. Well, there I go. I need some sheep. Who needs literally anything? Because I can provide it for you. Sheepies. No one wants a little sheepy. Thank you. We'll put it here so it's easier to make sheep next time. Because that was fucking difficult. I drove from Massachusetts to Austin in a RV with my 80-year-old grandma just so I could see Kiltony in person in October. But I had other reasons to be in Texas, but Kiltony was priority. That's sweet. Um, Two Jews heads walk into a bar. They hurt their heads. Take that to the stage. You take that to the stage. What's on the far right? Comedian's lifespan. No luck is so good now. So, a funny thing is that a lot of people are unsure about asset-backed mortgages. And I just have to say that we should take a look at it and figure it out and have a good time overall. So, here's a question for the chat. What do you guys think of the Jews? Sound off in the comments. Let's hear it. Um, Joe Flabbergast says, the Jews. I can't believe that they're still around. What are they even doing nowadays? That's a great question, Joe Flabbergast. The Jews are alive and kicking. They are actually kicking too hard, and they're trying to kick the Palestinians out of their native homeland. You know, they were there before the Jews all came in, and now they're getting kicked out. So isn't that kind of sad? Um, Besides that, the Jews are enjoying each other's companies, having a good time, eating pizza, doing all the things that normal Jews do that make them so Jewish. Okay, whatever. You guys hate me. That's fine. 2 brick. I need a brick. Anyone want to give me a brick? I really need a brick. Oh my god, I can't believe it's blocked. I hate that so much. Luckily, I got my wheat pork coming in. So, Hebrews, he Jews. Hello, did you wake up and decide to get canceled? Do we choose to care about like oh, I need to give up all of it. Well, I want to build a settlement. That's my mission. Oh no, I hate that. I hate that so much. Well, at least the brick opened up. Hopefully I'll get two more brick. Oh, that sucks so hard. That sucks so hard, man. Come on, Orange. I'm waiting for you. Two wheat. One brick. No, thank you. Hans, how much to call Tony right now? I don't I don't think it's worth it. Brick! Finally! I got my brick! I'm so happy, Mom. I can't believe it. Hans, how much? So what I think about Jesus is that it's nice if he's helpful to people, but I think he's just been hijacked by the powers that be to do whatever the fuck they are doing. And if you believe in him, it's like just like an open back door that you give to the government and the corporations. And it's nice. It's like, wow, you got through life with this huge vulnerability in your operating system. That's impressive. Um, and also people are like, oh, good, he's easily hackable. I can relax around him because he's not gonna go crazy and shit. But I think overall, you probably don't want to have a lot of that bullshit in your head. You probably want to be free, like me, because I'm proud to be an American. Imagine that say you can't make free trades. LOL. I hear Jews have to convert and rename themselves Patty O'Malley. Patty O'Malley. Oh, oh, it's me, Patty O'Malley, a Jew. I didn't graduate as an engineer, but prior to stand-up, were you ever interested in pursuing another artistic mediums? I would love to pursue the artistic medium of music if it wasn't so corrupted by beauty. Can't I be an ugly musician? Like, why does everyone have to be so fucking hot all the time? Jesus. Oh, yeah. Great job. I guess we're all tied now. On a night, I get so much. I really love it. Oh, look, Ma, a four. I really like it when I roll a four. Oh, Ma, I love you, Ma. I really like it when I can roll a four. Brick. No, thank you. Creep. More like an artistic low, am I right? Um, I think that what I would love to do artistically is painting, I think would be nice. It just seems a little corrupt in my opinion. Um, I think stand-up comedy was great because it's like so shitty that no one would want to take it over, or it's like so uncorruptible because it's all individuals and it's like so I don't know. Comedy is like so like there's no question about it. It's like either you're good or you're not. Like either you can talk to the society that exists as it is now or you can't. And the results are tangible and you can feel it. And yeah, I mean, it's it's just fine and dandy. Ooh, a seven. Lord have mercy. He rolled a seven. Hallelujah. Um, and like with art, with stuff like you know, painting, it's like it's not really easy to be like, oh, who's actually good at this? Is he gonna steal from me? Steal from Orange. Um, yeah, and with music, it's like people want to feel it in their genitals more. So unless you're sexy as well, then it's not as easy to do. It's not as easy to pull off. Forgot I'm blue. Free speech is someone you don't like saying something you don't agree with me. You don't agree with. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to have that, but we should also be in a place where people are saying awesome things instead of horrible things. Like our ideal shouldn't just be free, random, horrible thoughts and ideas running around, but we should also try to maintain the quality of our thoughts to be high. And the mind is a terrible thing to lose. It affects people. It makes a visceral effect. It has a visceral effect. Scratch the me off the sentence. Shab is getting into rap and selling wigs. Ski. Whiskey is good. I think it's fine if you want to do it. Um, I need a sheep. I'm never getting a sheep. I'm gonna live a sheepless life. Sheepless in Seattle. 7. Orange, will you be my savior? Will you save me, Orange? So what do you guys think about the Ukraine crisis? Oh, he stole from me? He stole from me? Why would he steal from me? Doesn't even make any sense. Let's go. Wait, what in what? Let me see. Black. Sure. I still need that wheat though. I need a wheat or a brick. Watching this morning. Okay. I need wheat. Oh my God, orange is trying to fuck me. I don't need it that bad. I think Ukraine could be solved. We just need to figure out our differences. We just need to be better people. Um, so what do you guys think about what do you guys think about the whole do you think that maybe we should we live in you think maybe we should live in walkable communities? Um, let me see. There's a video out. Uh, right. Thank you guys. Bye. I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, I gotta wait. All right, see you guys.